If this is your first time seeing what a mold looks like when it grows from a patient specimen, don't worry, you are in good company. I wanted to answer some of the commonly asked questions on my videos that are all great questions. The first is what I'm seeing on this video what it looks like when it grows inside someone's body? The answer is no. What you're seeing is how a mold grows when it's plated on a solid media. Most of what I'm showing here are from respiratory sources, which means that somebody breathed in spores from the natural environment and they lodged in their lungs, and when they took a sample through either a bronch wash or another method, this grew out of the sample, meaning that there were spores in the lungs, and then this is what grew. Another way fungus can be in the body is through fungus balls. So we most commonly see those in maxillary sinuses. If somebody has a chronic fungal infection, it will continue to grow and it will kind of form itself into a literal ball of hyphae spores, mucus, white blood cells, epithelial cells, and normal bacteria that was already in the nasal cavity. Other places you can see fungus balls are the urinary tract, like in the bladder if somebody has a chronic fungal bladder infection, or also in the lungs. The next commonly asked question is, does everybody have this growing in their lungs? And the short answer is no, but the longer answer is a little more complicated. Mold spores are everywhere in our environments, inside, outside, everywhere. And so you do breathe in spores every single day. That really only becomes a problem if it progresses to an infection, which really only happens if your immune system is compromised, because our immune system is so smart and it knows what to do with mold spores if they start to hang around too long and cause a problem. But for the most part, you just get rid of them. So unless your immune system is compromised or you have repeated prolonged exposure, your immune system should do its job. The other commonly asked question I get is if I'm wearing PPE, which I am. First of all, this is all happening underneath the hood, so that's a layer of protection. Then I also am wearing the gloves, the coat, and then I also wear an N95 mask. Lastly, what do we do with all of these plates that grew when we're done? They go into a biohazard bin that gets incinerated. Thanks for following along, and let me know if you have any more questions.